Hey, it's Tim, the Carnivore Caveman. Um, as many of you know, in the carnivore diet space, the Seventh day Adventists have a stronghold on our dietary guidelines for some reason. A country that is hell bent on keeping us in this state of separation of church and state imposes this so called religious dietary guidelines on us. Um, but if you look up their dietary guidelines, They it says right here, a good diet according to Seventh-day Adventists rather, involves eating a mainly plant-based diet, which incorporates vegetables, fruits, whole grains, nuts and seeds, and legumes. It is also not uncommon for some Seventh-day Adventists to follow a vegan lifestyle. Well, if you compare that to our modern USDA dietary guidelines, it's an absolute reflection of it. And here it is from the USDA 2020-2025 dietary guidelines. This is the information that became My Plate, which was formerly the food pyramid. It is now called My Plate. It says vegetables of all types: dark green, red, and orange, beans, peas, and lentils, starchy and other vegetables, fruits, especially whole, grains, at least half of which are whole grains, dairy, including fat free, low fat, yogurt and cheese, lactose free versions, and fortified soy beverages, and yogurt as alternatives. The protein foods include lean meats, poultry and eggs, seafood, beans, peas, and lentils and nuts, seeds and soy products, oils, including vegetable oils. Now, this is from 2020 to 25. They're still proclaiming vegetable oils as part of a healthy diet. Um, and oils in food, such as seafood and nuts. Now, my claim is that people follow this explicitly. This is not an absurd diet. This is the standard diet. This is a standard American diet that we as carnivores realized we had to escape. This is what was causing all our health problems. The dark green vegetables, and to recommend food by color, red, green, and orange foods, what the hell does that have to do with anything? We know in our space, we eliminate all fruit, all vegetables, all nuts, seeds, and grains. And we go to an animal-based diet: beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. So our dietary guidelines reflect or utilize the Seventh-day Adventist dietary guidelines. You know, the federal government supports this economy by subsidizing the farmers to produce this stuff. If there was no subsidy, this stuff wouldn't sell. It would not sell at all. Nobody wants it. On the other hand, we know if we try to explain this to people, they say, look, well, I'm different than you. I just think a well balanced diet is a way to go, with fruits, vegetables, and the nuts, seeds, and grains. You know, and the USDA says about 60% of Americans follow the USDA dietary guidelines. 60%. Okay. Well, who do you think's filling up our hospitals? Who do you think's going to the doctor? The carnivores? There are no sick carnivores. Anybody who follows these recommended guidelines is sick. The standard American diet, or a carbohydrate-based diet, is a pharmaceutical diet. Okay? If you live by the standard American diet, which is the USDA dietary guidelines and the Seventh-day Adventist dietary guidelines, you have a doctor, you have an appointment in your schedule, you have a medication in your purse or in your medicine cabinet at home, you have plans to pick one up sometime soon this week, and you have a doctor appointment coming up. This is a pharmaceutical-based diet. And you can escape it on the carnivore diet. Just wanted to drop that in your ear. My name's Tim, the Carnivore Caveman. If you want any more insightful information like this, please subscribe and share this video. This is important information that can help a lot of people. When people see the miraculous benefits of an animal-based diet, they start to think like me. This is a miracle. And coming next, I'm going to show you in Genesis, exactly right after God created man, he created our food source. Wait till you hear this one. I love each and every one of you.